is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I apologize for the noise. We got the torpedo heater going because it is winter in Wisconsin and it's cold as hell. So we got a lot of awesome stuff coming for you in this video and videos to come. So I'm sorry I haven't put out any videos for the last month, but I've kind of just been accumulating parts that I need for all these builds that we're doing. So you're gonna want to stay tuned for this one, guys. Woohoo! We were able to tell that I had ran that. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys. Just gonna shut this bad boy down. That way you guys can hear me. All right, so quick recap here. So today's video, we are tearing out the transmission and tearing it down, and we're gonna see what's going on with it. I kind of been keeping this not really necessarily under wraps. I just haven't really talked about it a lot, but we haven't had second gear in this car pretty much all season. When I say I haven't had second gear, that's kind of a bit of a lie. But when I say that, I mean, I could never downshift into second gear, no matter what. I could upshift through second, first, second, third, blah, blah, blah. But if I tried to downshift from fifth, fourth, third into second, or even neutral when you're moving, would not go in. I'd have to go back into first and then up through second again. So it's been super annoying. Also, with the increased horsepower with the turbo kit, we're doing the old one-wheel peel action, and it's super scary. So we're also going to be putting a M Factory race pack LSD. It's not their standard helical one. It's got some other stuff done to it to make it better for road racing, track days, autocross, that sort of thing. So we're going to be doing that as well. It'll probably be in this video also. Some other things, we got some brand new innovative shift linkage. I do have some other parts coming, but they haven't showed up yet. I have a hybrid racing shifter. What else? I have the transmission rebuild kit. We ordered a Syncro Carbon Master kit. So pretty much comes with everything you need with carbon synchros. Everything's upgraded, that sort of thing. We did rebuild this transmission about 2 years ago. With the S1 JDM gear set. So that would have came out of like a CRX SIR. That's pretty much the shortest gear ratio set of gears that Honda ever offered in a B series. So very short gears, great for autocross. We'll see how it does with the turbo kit. It might be a little short, but you know, we'll just have to drive better, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start tearing this transmission apart. So I'll probably film a few things here and there, but for the most part, I'll probably just skip to when the transmission's out because there's a million videos of people tearing these things out. It's not very enjoyable to watch, so we'll jump ahead. Oh, hell yeah. We got that transmission out. So I'm probably not going to pull it apart tonight. It is getting kind of late, and it's a school night. I mean, by school, I mean I have to work tomorrow. So what I'll probably do is tomorrow or in the next couple days here, once I get all the rest of the parts in, we'll tear it apart and we'll see what's going on, and we'll replace pretty much anything that needs to be replaced. That master kit comes with everything but gears. So it comes with slides, bearings, synchros, seals, that sort of thing. And then we have a new differential, which is the M Factory one. So yeah, should be pretty sweet. So I guess we'll just fast forward a day or two, or however many days it takes for the rest of the parts to come in, and yeah, should be good. Little Benny's excited to go inside. He's been out here for the last couple hours with me pulling this transmission. So yeah, he's excited to go in, aren't you, buddy? Yeah. All right, see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, so it's been a couple days. We did get a few parts in. Unfortunately, the differential that got shipped to us wasn't the one that we were supposed to get. We were supposed to get the helical with the race pack kit. Unfortunately, they just sent the regular helical LSD and not the race pack one. So we did get a box of goodies here. I'll open that up and show you what that is. So this here is our Syncrotech Master Kit. Bearings, seals, slides, and synchros, if I didn't already say that. But yeah, so what we're gonna do now is start tearing this thing apart. I got it up on the bench here. I figured I'd bring it into work after work because we got a nice warm shop here and it should work out pretty good. So we have the case hab split, got our gear stacks here. What I'm gonna do is go through and kind of just give everything a good visual inspection and see if I notice anything weird right off the bat. And check the slides and shit in particular, especially second gear. So we'll go through that, take a look, and I'll let you know what I find. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something I noticed right off the bat. We had the similar issue with the slides when I rebuilt this the last time, but check out the teeth on that. Holy crap. This is what they're supposed to look like here. Nice and sharp, not completely rounded off. So yeah, that's first thing I'm noticing. Keep digging through here, but I'm assuming that's probably going to be the worst of it. There's a little, oh yeah, we got some synchro pieces on the magnet as well. I don't see any big chunks in here like I did the last time we tore this thing apart. But yeah, here's our stock diff. We did put new diff bearings on here, and it got all new bearings the last time, but yeah, so we'll be replacing all those as well. But yeah, excited to get the LSD in here. We'll have to swap the ring gear over onto the new one, but yeah, not too hard to tear down. Alright, so I got the input shaft completely disassembled from the top down. Not too hard. This bearing literally lifts off the top, and pretty much you can pull everything off in stages as you work your way down. But what I'm going to do then is open up our master kit over here and compare everything in there to what we got here, and then basically reassemble it. So it shouldn't be too hard. Alrighty guys, so I got all this stuff switched over to the Syncrotech stuff. It was super simple. I mean, literally it's just, you know, like I said, lay everything out and then just match it up with the kit. It's super easy. One thing I noticed with these carbon synchros, what they did, they actually put a gap. Normally there'd be a tooth there, like on these ones. They're solid all the way around. So that's a big difference I noticed with these Syncrotech ones. Also, the inner on these is solid brass here, where on the Syncrotech ones, it has, I don't know if that's where the carbon is, but that's like a pretty big difference there. Hopefully the teeth themselves are stronger too. But yeah, it was really easy. Not a whole lot I can do here. I tried filing these a little bit. It is what it is. If we still have issues down the road, then we'll have to come up with something different and we'll have to tear it back apart. But for now, I think it'll be okay. The next thing I'm gonna do is pull this gear stack apart and swap out. There should be one slide and two synchros right here. You can see those, so we'll swap that out. Should be a piece of cake. Comes with the new bearing also. And this bearing got replaced as well. In this Syncrotech kit, it does not come with all the gear bearings, the needle bearings, so make sure you don't mess those up when you tear it apart. So we'll tear this down and keep on rolling. So I managed to get both of these shafts rebuilt. Well, when I say rebuilt, synchros and slides and new bearings. So I got that all taken care of. Now that's how you clean a transmission. Got some engine cleaner on there, some foam and stuff. Gonna let her sit for a bit and then we'll rinse her off. So we got both case halves cleaned up, probably as good as we're gonna get it. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys a fancy tool here. This is a inner bearing removal tool. It's made for removing case bearings where you can't really get behind them to pull them out. This goes in here. You tighten this nut down right here. This part expands and this little lip on the bottom here grabs the back side of the bearing as well. And then once that's tightening in there, you thread this slide hammer onto it. Use the slide hammer and it pulls the bearing right out. Pretty slick. Woohoo. So guys, it's been about a week now. I got pretty sick, I'm gonna be honest with you, and haven't done a whole lot in the last week. We did get some new parts in for the car. We got our differential in. We do have a couple other things coming yet, and probably be in the next day or so we'll have those. But I'm going to show you what we're doing here at Jacob's shop. We are here and he's going to try and pull this tone ring off with a 3-jaw puller. So we're going to attempt to remove that. The moment of truth, Jacob's going to try not to break it. Stuck on that bearing? Skating all crooked. Yay! It's not even cracked yet. Yeah. We got our fancy dancy new M Factory LSD in here. Oh yeah. Like I said, this is the 1A kit. That's the part number, which is the Stage 1 Race Pack Upgrade. Hell yeah.
By golly, I'm almost down there.
By golly, I'd say you're a mechanic.
Yeah. Like a monkey smacking hammers.
So Jacob got our bearings pressed on the new limited slip also. Thank you, Jacob, so much for the help. Really appreciate it. So we're gonna get back to the shop now and yeah, wait for some more parts. I'll have to show you when we get back what part we're waiting for. I happened to find an issue with the transmission, so yeah, more parts we had to order, waiting for those to come in. So when we get back to the shop, I'll show you what part we're waiting on that is broken, unfortunately. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what's going on here. So here is the ring gear. There is a fucking chunk missing out of it. Don't know when that happened. Don't know how, if that was from before when we rebuilt it the first time and I didn't catch it. I'm honestly not sure. So unfortunately you can't just get just a ring gear because the ring gear is paired up to the counter shaft, so they won't mesh properly. So you have to get basically a final drive kit. So we ordered from Syncrotech a 4.9 final drive kit as well, which comes with this entire shaft and it comes with the new ring gear. So I'm gonna have to swap all this shit that we just put on here onto the new shaft, and then once that stuff comes, then we can reassemble everything and get it back into the cases, which are right there. Good stuff. Good morning, y'all. So it's been probably about another week. I've been waiting on parts. We have been waiting on the final drive kit. It finally came in. It took almost, I would say, a week and a half to get here. Shipping's been slow. It's getting close to the holidays. So I'm gonna show you what we got here. All right, so it's an M factory kit. It's the Road Race final drive kit, 4.928 final drive ratio. So yeah, pretty slick here. A little receipt action. So yeah, we have the ring gear in here, and we have the shaft as well. So I'm gonna get everything unboxed here, and I gotta disassemble this shaft and get all the gears off of it so we can swap everything over. Everything's unboxed here in this kit. I wanted to kind of show you guys the difference between this M Factory final drive kit and the OEM JDM S1 setup. So this shaft, or I'd say that this area here that meshes with the ring gear is way smaller. I don't know if you can see there, but there's pretty big difference as far as the size goes, but I believe it makes it up in the ring gear itself. The new one is on the bottom there, and you can see that it has, I think, deeper cut teeth, possibly. Yeah, so it is actually considerably different than the OEM Honda one. It's kind of cool to see how different they are, but it should all mesh up and everything should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this nut off here, pull this bearing back off, and then pull the rest of the gear stack off and get everything swapped over here. And I will be lubricating everything with Honda manual trans fluid as I install it onto this shaft. So you can really see the difference here between the OEM and the M Factory one also, how these are even cut in here. I'm hoping the shaft diameter and everything is the same, otherwise we're going to be SOL, but it looks like it is. It's just this diameter here where it meshes onto the ring gear is different, but hell yeah. We managed to get this fully assembled. I actually had to pull it apart after I got it assembled because I realized that I didn't seat the seal. There's actually a seal on this gear on the top of it on the inside that I didn't seat down in. So I pulled it back apart, set the seal down in, and then put the gear stack back together. The only thing I got to do yet is I got to tap this in a little bit more. The next thing I'm going to do after I do that is I'm going to assemble the ring gear onto the new LSD. Alright, so we got the gear stack back in here. We got the limited slip in there. We got the reverse idler set up in here as well. Just going all back together. We also put the hybrid racing stiffer detent spring in here also, so that should help the shift feel. So all we really got to do is test fit the case, make sure that's going to go back on, and then once we do, we can pull that off, throw some Honda bond down, and then get the case pushed back on. Alright, so I did a test fit. I was able to get it together, so that means everything's lined up how it should be. So I'm going to throw our Honda bond down and get her sandwiched together. Well, I got it all back together and sealed up, but I'm gonna have to take it back apart. I cannot get it to the shaft to rotate, so something's binding up with the mechanism inside, so I'm gonna have to tear it back apart again. Super excited, so we'll see what's going on. Alright, so we got good news and we got bad news after I tore it apart. Good news, there's nothing wrong with it. Bad news, I tore it apart for no reason. I'm just a moron, and I wasn't rotating the shaft how it was supposed to be to engage it into gear. Everything's totally fine. Got some new Honda Bond down. We're gonna bolt the case back together. So that was an exciting extra hour and a half of fucking around for no reason, but that's the story of my life. All right, so we managed to get the transmission back together. She is sealed up. It hasn't seemed like it probably for you guys, but this has been about a month project. It's taken forever to get parts. When we tore it down, we found stuff broken that we weren't expecting, so we had to wait for that. Yeah, it's been kind of a long trip here. I didn't expect it to take this long, but it is what it is. So really all we got left to do is get this thing bolted back in the car, and then kind of work on our next project. We got a bunch of stuff in the pipeline here, but this is kind of was our main thing for this winter to get done. Again, thanks to GMJ Automotive for helping out on the tranny, pressing some bearings for us. Also thanks to Lee at Full Bore Enterprises, awesome engine builder for anybody that needs an engine built or machining. So anyways, I think we'll probably get this bad girl slapped in the car here probably in the next week. We'll be on to the next project. So yeah, if you guys could please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we will see you on the next one. Woohoo!